An absolutely extraordinary event happened,
Yes.
and you know there are
a meeting of the minds.
a meeting of the minds, a meeting of the personalities. Take a look at what happened in the airport right here in D.C. just yesterday. A couple of faces you may recognize.
Great. That was good. Thank you, Sarah.
Hold on, there goes your senator from New York. There goes your senator from New York.
Yep.
Right here.
This Snooky, Senator Schumer. Senator Schumer. Snooky, can we
Snooky, with Senator Schumer.
Snooky, can we get a picture with you and Senator Snooky?
Snooky, Senator Schumer's waiting for you.
Senator
Snooky, Senator from New York.
Snooky, did you know your senator just passed by? Your Senator Schumer, yes.
Megan, hello, Kitty.
There's a joke in there somewhere about Snooky and Schumer and cameras, but
Only at Reagan National Airport could you see such a meeting there.
All right, we're joined now by Dana Milbank of the Washington Post, who has an extraordinary challenge that he has posed to himself. This is his Palin-free month. He has written about Sarah Palin quite a bit in the past, but he has promised that February will include no such references, and we're going to put him to the test today. But first of all, Dana, I want to ask you, why did you decide to do this? Do you hate clicks? Do you hate people reading your stories that you want to avoid Sarah Palin?
Well, first of all, I have to say I'm very nervous about this interview, Rick. This is my first first day of sobriety, and I feel like I'm having my AA meeting in a bar. I have sworn off clicks and readership for the entire month of February, but I am working on an extended opus about the She Who Shall Not Be Named for March 1st. And in the meantime, I'm here to talk about Alaska Governor Sean Parnell.
Dana, is there any point where you'd say, all right, this is my breaking point? Later today, Sarah Palin shows up in Egypt. She's part of the new government with Egyptian President Mubarak. At that point, do you say, all right, fine, I'll just do it. I'll write about her?
I believe that we must stand on principle. And so, no, I am willing to talk about Palin this month, but I will only be talking about Michael Palin from the Monty Python set. So we can do your favorite Monty Python skits here, but no, I believe even journalists have to demonstrate some sense of principle. Plus, it's not as hard as you might think. I'm using Michelle Bachmann as sort of my methadone. So I can write about her. Look, there's 28 days in February. That's a lot of columns. Yeah, no problem.
Well, Dana, we want to play with a little game we have here on Top Line. We want to play a little word association. We're going to show you some images, and I just need the first thought, word, or phrases that pop into your mind. You ready to play?
I'm ready. I'm looking at your screen.
You betcha you are, right? Okay, you ready? Look at the screen here.
Betcha.
What do you think of? What do you think of when you see this picture?
The National Zoo.
National Zoo. All right, well done. Next up, let's get the next picture up here. What do you think? Do you see that map? I don't know if you remember anything about that. Is that anything spring into mind?
This sort of targeting is done by both parties all the time, and I will not participate in this sort of blood libel that you are trying to perpetrate.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We got the next image up here. We're trying to run the gamut here. That's I don't know if you can tell exactly. That's Alaska and that's Russia. They're close to each other. Thoughts?
Yes, I am prepared to talk about the Bering Strait with you today.
Bering Strait also, okay, and finally our last one here, anything.
Yes, it says McCain Parnell.
Parnell, all right, our new one there.
The governor of Alaska.
I think you've passed the test largely here. I want to know, what kind of response have you gotten here? Anyone willing to join you in this endeavor? We're not going to do it here on Top Line. I'll tell you that straight out. There's not going to be such a month here. But are other journalists following your wake?
It is sort of as you'd expect in the media business. It's sort of every person for himself or herself. I have gotten 2 colleagues at the Washington Post who said they will join me. Of course, they don't write about that governor that succeeded Tony Knowles and Frank Murkowski. Yes. So it makes it a little bit easier on their part. But I understand that you're with me even if you can't be so
only
formal.
In spirit. Flashing some Alaska knowledge. Dana Milbank from the Washington Post. We are keeping watch. We're going to hold you to this promise.
February 28th. We're bringing him back. He could just unload.
All right. That does it for today. Twitter.com/Rick Klein. Twitter.com/Karen Travers. You heard it there. Bring it on to Dana. I couldn't do it.
No.
I don't think I can do it one show.